What's up, guys? We are back on site. This is our St. Pete project. We kind of showed a little bit of this in our previous episode. So this is episode 2. We're hoping to show a little bit more of this project. We're kind of wrapping up, going through some punch list items for this. So hoping to hand off the keys sometime kind of the end of next week. So let's go check this one out. So coming into the inside, we have an office space on this side. So we kind of go through, we stage all of our houses just to get kind of finished portfolio items. So this will be an office for the clients, and then still have a barn door here that will kind of rest right here, close up, kind of, you know, hide this space away, but also we do finish out all of our kind of under stair spaces. Sometimes throw a hot water heater under there, but at least have full storage kind of into each of these spaces. So moving from our office space downstairs, we have another guest room on this side. So for this floor plan, the client opted to have 2 bedrooms upstairs, and then a bedroom above us, and then a guest room down here. So this guest room also has access to a bathroom right here for the downstairs space as well, and then some storage space kind of in here as well. So moving from the office and guest room space, we have a bathroom down here. This does have access to the main living space, but also the guest room over here. The designer and the client went through, really love these kind of new terrazzo tiles. So it used to be very popular in the back in the day, but has come popular again. So for these, we try to match the grout to kind of create that full terrazzo look. And then for here, went with it's called a Chloe tile made by Bedrosians for this shower space. Still have to throw the custom shower glass here. And then we also opted for a full custom vanity here. Has some pretty cool detailing on the front, made by our guy, Ronan Weish, that does a lot of our cabinetry. So moving into this space, we have the family room on this side, and then we have the kitchen on this side. So kitchen is definitely the showstopper of this house. So a few of the details, nitty-gritty details that kind of went into this kitchen. The client designer opted to do porcelain countertops. So it's actually a thinner countertop that we miter the edges and wrap them to kind of create this super thick look. So it just gives a much more substantial feel to the countertops. And then a lot of the appliances, we opted to do cover panels on them. So we matched the door. Again, fully custom kitchen. So the doors that we built for these, you know, just regular storage space kind of in here, we put on top of the appliances. We have a fridge here, still wrapping up some of the finished details, but a beverage fridge here. And a lot of those things then get hidden into the cabinetry. You know, dishwasher on this side. But really hides everything, just creates a little bit more of a minimalist look. Another detail for this kitchen, we did within kind of doing the porcelain countertops, we matched that look for these floating shelves. So within kind of wrapping this in the porcelain material, we route out a groove that we can then have under shelf lighting to kind of create light for this space. The goal being creating and continuing with the look of minimal and hiding as much as you can within kind of the kitchen space. Within some of the hidden spaces here, again, going back to doing a full custom kitchen, for here we have a paper towel holder that we're able to integrate all of the little things typically that are on top of the countertops. How can we hide them kind of within doors and drawers? So we have the, you know, paper towel holder, also have kind of a walnut inlay kind of organizing system to do, you know, silverware, all the good stuff that kind of goes in there. And then again, just elevate the look and have way more organization within your kitchen. So moving from the kitchen to the family room space, as you can see, there is not a window here. This is the reality of construction, is this window came cracked. So for us, there should be a window there, but it comes in maybe a month or so. So the reality of construction is, how can we continue our timeline to love on our client, make sure they can move in. So for us, we draw all the opening, we put siding on the outside and continue that schedule, move them in, and then the goal is come back in maybe a month or so, install that window, and then have the achieve look that we are going through. Again, it's really just the reality of construction, but how can we minimize the headaches that go through and not push the timeline out just because a window came cracked and it's not going to come in. But again, just the reality of construction and back orders within COVID. So Digging a little bit deeper into the family room space, we kind of custom designed these built-ins. So kind of did a window seat and then kind of raised it on each side to kind of match the look, create symmetry all the way across, and then also designing it so you can kind of have an outlet, you know, run all your cords, hide everything. So from your TV, there's a pipe that goes through and then kind of feeds it into this space. So if you ever add, remove anything, it's very accessible and you can kind of keep everything kind of hidden within this space. Soft close, awesome. And then also did a gas fireplace for here. And then also kind of matching sconces on each side just to add a little bit of extra kind of design into this space. Last detail for this family room space, we have dubbed this the sombrero hat. My favorite light fixture in the house. Looks amazing, just really adds to this space. Again, very minimal, but really just adds a little extra touch for this space. So moving from the family room and kitchen space, we have the half bath that will be used for this space. Went with kind of a hex tile on the floor, pretty small space, so went with kind of a more minimal vanity here, and then went with a herringbone tile or herringbone pattern for the tile on the back wall. Again, going to the ceiling, really kind of creating and elevating the look and kind of creating height there for that. And then from here, there's actually a garage in the rear that the clients will come from the alley, they'll park. There's a breezeway so they can kind of have a covered walkway to this space to kind of enter into the main home. And then we incorporated this as their drop zone. So fully custom mudroom built in for this. You kind of have the storage up here. And then also we incorporated these doors. So this is going to be shoe storage. So we kind of incorporated this kind of a mesh screen to kind of allow for a little bit of breathing room for the shoes that will be stored in here for this. So exiting the mudroom space we were just in, this is the breezeway I was mentioning. So client has access to the alley, they can pull in, have a covered breezeway to kind of enter into this mudroom space. And we have our outdoor pool space. We love this, turned out amazing. I love the wrapping stairs kind of from, you know, this entry to the back porch. Probably have some outdoor furniture here, throw a TV up there just to really kind of, you know, enjoy this space. Love how the pool turned out. Again, we love our kind of courtyard feel, kind of with the garage, breezeway, house, kind of, you know, really, you know, showcasing this pool here. Kind of wrapping up landscape at the moment. So pretty minimalist as far as approach for the landscaping. So a little bit of shrubs here, went with mulch kind of on each side. And then amazing kind of pool space that we can all, you know, kind of enjoy. I'm excited to get in this hot tub pretty soon. So looking forward to that. And then love the backyard space. They have a 3-year-old. So this will be, you know, a little bit of space for run, throw the football, kind of enjoy in the backyard. So moving from the backyard space and also the family room kitchen, going upstairs for here, we did a custom steel rail. So fabricators came on site, welded everything in place and also finished it in place. Just creates a awesome, you know, very minimalist look for this stairwell. And then that brings us to the bonus room. Love this space, gonna be kind of a playroom area. They do have a 3-year-old, so probably throw a couch, TV, and really enjoy this space. This is the bedroom for a little 3-year-old. So have some pretty cool carpet that will be awesome for them. And then they also will have their own bathroom. So went with kind of a white penny tile here, a larger format kind of subway tile on the wall. And then the designer and the client went through and kind of decided a little accent for the niche. Just adds a little extra pop for this space. So moving to the primary bedroom in this space. So turned out amazing. We love kind of the lighting in here. Also added these hanging pendants. So kind of when you're laying in bed, have some extra lighting for, you know, that space. Love all the windows, kind of how they turned out in this space as well. So on this side, we have our primary bathroom, and then also we have 2 closets, one closet here, one closet here. For this bathroom, did a fully custom vanity, and one of the details that some people might catch, some people might not. So this is one continuous board all the way across. So some people might not catch that, but for us, how can we make it look as clean and neat as possible? So if you see the grain, it continues all the way through. So one solid board that we cut to kind of create the drawer fronts for each of these drawers. Again, some people might not catch that, but we want to create as clean and neat of a look for each of our pieces as we can. So on this side, we love our freestanding tub, so have a little alcove here for our freestanding tub. And in our previous episode, we talked about kind of the zero entry into our shower. So for us, we plan this months and months in advance so that we can drop set our floor joists so we have a zero entry all the way through. So it's just a very minimal threshold that kind of separates this space to the shower space. Typically you have a very fat curb that's kind of raised and really kind of tripping hazard kind of into the shower. And then also inside of this shower space, we have kind of all the shower head, extra sprayer, and then kind of incorporated a bench and then also a niche. So you really have everything that you need kind of within this shower space. Moving to this side, we have one closet here. As I mentioned, one kind of closet tucked around that space. We do have a little bit of storage for here. And then also the client went through and customized everything for all the closets. So they can then go through, decide where they want pants, dresses, kind of all that stuff. And then even incorporating like finishing out drawers just to kind of push, you know, watches, belts, kind of some of those items kind of into each of these spaces. And every place has a home. So we just left our St. Pete job onto our second site. So for this one, this is a spec build for us. So what that means essentially is we bought the land, we designed this whole house from scratch, and the goal being to appeal to the masses essentially. So what happens with most builders is when they do a spec build, they're trying to cut as many corners as possible and put in the most cost-effective materials to really maximize profits. But for us, we really try to showcase our spec builds, and we throw a lot of extra money into these builds to really showcase what we can do and really try new products, new things, new design things, because sometimes clients want to keep it a little simple sometimes. So for us, we like to take it to the next level and really showcase some extra stuff that we can do as a builder. So let's go check this one out. So at the moment, we are working through all the exterior finishes on this build. So on the two show sides, we have a street here and a street here. We opted to have a stamped stucco at the bottom with a lap siding on the top. And then for the stamped stucco, essentially they apply one or two coats of stucco and then they draw the lines as they go through to kind of create that brick look. And then we installed real brick to kind of separate the top and bottom. So we have this brick ledge right here installed to kind of separate the brick and then the siding. We also did a full brick kind of front entry to kind of really showcase as you drive in. This is the front door and kind of really capture where you enter in. And then around the side, we kind of kept with the same look where we're separating the bottom. So from around the window sill down, we have that brick ledge, our stamped stucco, and then the lap siding above it to really just try a different, unique style to kind of put on this home. For this property, the front is over here, so the address is officially on this side, but we have this side street running here, and we didn't want just a full wall with no interest on it. So we added a second entry here, and then we'll have a sidewalk from the driveway over there that will kind of enter and then bring you up to a little bit more of a casual entry. So over there, a little bit more formal, you'll kind of enter into a study, and then from here, guests will kind of walk around and walk through this entry to kind of enter into the kitchen and living room space. So we are now on the inside of this project. So this is the more formal entry. So to kind of create that formal look, we are adding a bunch of paneling kind of around this whole room. So we'll have a wall sconce here, a wall sconce here to kind of create a symmetrical look. And then we'll have paneling, essentially squares built out on this whole room. And then our goal is to paint it kind of a dark and moody color to kind of create that look of a dark study, a little bit more formal foyer that you kind of enter into and then moves you into the more casual space. Leaving the foyer space, we're kind of into the kitchen and then family room space. We have a little breezeway and then also stairwell over here. And then in this kitchen space, we're pretty excited about the design. So we kind of incorporated this pretty massive detail here, big swoop that kind of comes down. And then we are gonna center a gas stove on this space. So gas stove will be here, cabinetry on either side, and then we're going to do an accent tile just on this wall. Over here, we're going to have a bank of cabinetry, kind of a tower on this side, and then the goal for this, doing black cabinetry on the perimeter. So these two spaces, and then doing a custom island right here. And then we'll kind of finish out the kitchen with the fridge right here. And then moves you into the dining room space and the family room space. So moving from the kitchen, we have one massive room. So our thought is, how can we distinguish each of the spaces? So the way that we thought to achieve that was by adding beams into the ceiling. So the dining room will be essentially centered on these two windows. So we're gonna have a beam here and here, kind of symmetrical on the windows to kind of center the dining room space. And then moving into the family room, we have that one beam here, and then it's gonna turn and have two beams running this way to be symmetrical with our fireplace on this side. We'll have probably a sofa, set up right here, and then do a stone feature on the fireplace to really kind of center the family room space on this side. So exiting the family room space, we have this massive slider as you enter onto the back porch. So our design for this space, kind of wraparound porch. From here to here, we're gonna have kind of a railing go all the way across. And then from this column to this column, we're gonna have a full staircase as you kind of enter down to the backyard space. So kind of moving from this, as we kind of wrap around the porch here, we're gonna have another kind of accent wall. So we're gonna keep with our stamped stucco on this whole wall, and then we're gonna build a outdoor kitchen all the way across. We'll also continue that railing all the way across here as you kind of look down to the backyard space. So from the kitchen, dining room, family room space, this is the bathroom that will serve this area. So for here, we have a custom vanity going in this space, a wall-mounted plumbing fixture, mirror centered with hanging pendants on each side here. We have toilet going here, and then shower on this side. And for us, we always do floor to ceiling shower with tile all the way to the ceiling. It really kind of elongates the room and really kind of creates more of a custom look for this space. So coming up to the second floor, this is going to be a bonus room space. So inside of this space, we have a kind of vaulted ceiling going all the way across. We kind of have these alcove built-ins with these arches. So we'll have some built-ins that slide into each side, and then kind of a faux fireplace right here. The flow of this floor plan is we have laundry room here. We have the primary wing on this side. And then on this side, we actually have 4 bedrooms and 2 baths. So very spacious floor plan, and it's kind of centered around this bonus room space. So from the hallway, from that bonus room, we have the primary bedroom. So amazing, massive space here. We kind of went with a pyramid ceiling for getting a little bit more of a vaulted look. On this side, we have one of the closets. And then over here, we have another closet. And then we also incorporated kind of a reading room off of the primary bedroom space. So here, add an extra window. You can throw office, desk. You can have it be a reading room. Pretty cool to have kind of an extra space off of your main bedroom here. And then from here, you kind of flow into the primary bathroom. So this will be a showstopper wall all the way across. You can kind of see the plumbing to where the plumbing fixtures will sit. We'll have a vanity here, and then we will have towers that go on either side of the space, just for a little bit of extra kind of linen closets per se on either side. For us, we like to do those in cabinetry. Costs us a little bit more money, but it does have a better look in the end. So from the vanity wall that brings you to this side of the primary bathroom, we're gonna have a freestanding tub with the plumbing fixture kind of coming from the wall. We are gonna do a tile all the way up this wall, and that will be centered on your shower space. We do have a window in this shower just to kind of provide a little bit of extra light. We also designed kind of this entry into your shower. So you can throw your towel hooks here, have your towels kind of out of the way, out of sight, and then that brings you into kind of the shower space in here. We also incorporated kind of hiding the niches kind of here and here, so you don't see them as you kind of look in, but you do get kind of the storage in your shower. And then we also incorporated 2 shower heads just so you can have one on either side of the shower space. So we are now moving to this wing of the home. We had the bonus room and primary bedroom on that side. So in total, we have 4 bedrooms and 2 baths on this whole side. So we have bedroom, bedroom, and then 2 bedrooms over there. For us, we're always trying to capture every inch of the home. So this could have been just a normal hallway, but we kind of added these extra wings here that we can then create some shelving and just have kind of, again, a little bit more of a showcase wall, floating shelves, add your book storage kind of for that space. And then back here, again, we have the bedroom on each side. We have 1 bathroom that will serve these 2 bedrooms over here. And then over here, the bedroom and bedroom on this side. These 2 bedrooms will have more of a Jack and Jill style bathroom that they kind of share. And then also keeping with the goal of utilizing every inch of the floor plan. So typically you would have the wall continue down. That would be attic space. But how can we finish it out and then create a desk space to be utilized by this room? So kind of comes down. We'll do a floating, probably wood stained top, and then be able to have a desk that can be used for this bedroom. So that is a wrap on episode 2 of our video series. Again, if you guys want us to dive in a little bit deeper on anything specifically within our build process, definitely comment below, let us know. And then this house is available. So if anybody does want more information, definitely reach out. I am Ryan Casper with C&C Homes. See you next time.